Just Mustache, and welcome back to Elite Wars. Today, well, we have Lothor's dedicated video. Long after his release, because anyway did not allow it to be free. Or rather free to test on release. Like multiple of the other characters. And it seems to be, there's a very good reason. Okay, I don't even have the game. Sometimes you're very concerning. Yeah, those two crits are 2% only. His breakers are given 50% crit chance boost, but that was wrong. So yeah, Lothor. He's a character that can TOD you. Yep. Just use your cards right, and you can get away with just knocking anyone out in basically one combo. And if your rotation allows you to, well, you can see right there. You're really gonna use it twice. Don't use Casey, okay? Just don't. You don't have armor, and the only way to avoid this is to get to the Lothor assist again. So yeah, the character, he is and isn't a problem, is the best way to describe him. So, to describe how he isn't a problem, well, most of his offense actually has to do with him landing his breakers. Anything that isn't actually his breaker, well, most of the time, then he isn't going to get the good combo shot. Ah, that's all right. I've delayed too much. Can't focus fully if I kind of just do. I need to either be on the subject of trying to time it, or not speak at all. Because that one was just on me for getting that completely wrong. You had a better combo. What is wrong with you? What is actually wrong with you? You had such a better combo. Well, same results. Next time, use your strike, then your breaker. He starts his combo with breakers. He needs to use the middle of it. In the middle of it, he has to use his strike, and then use his breaker. Other times, if you can actually take advantage, you can then use his strike first. That way, you have to actually get a very powerful combo that could potentially lead to a TOD. So, yeah. He has a lot of damage, and his gameplay, well, at least he only has one strike. But it really doesn't stop the situation where you can just recover energy and then attack. Though he has a little bit of a weird interaction that, anyway, I don't think even cared to take a look at. And it's related to his Darkened Strikes being a different type of cancel. You can either fail, which was right there, and what happens is you just do an attack normally with a delayed attack. Or if you manage to land your assist the same way you would land your breakers, you get an earlier attack. That one, at least he got away with it. Well, that's a breaker. We're not going to use the armor just yet. Also, it's doggy, so, I mean, it's not really deserved. Yeah. Yeah, in terms of making it easy to fight him, he can be spaced. You can basically distance yourself when he does a specific attack by timing a backdash. Though that's the only good thing about him. Other times he just hits hard. So good luck actually fighting back the moment he lands a single hit, which is right about now, where an opponent has been perfected because they pressed one button, I got my energy back, and now they get knocked out. Yeah, TOD. Just a reminder, that means touch of death. One hit, and you're out. And there's another Lothor. They have one strike. One single strike. And they start with it. Oh yeah, then we also have to talk about the little bit of an issue that anyway scores. He can press his breakers even though you interrupt him. Which kind of needs to be a very important detail to remember. Some characters like Orion don't have this problem happen to them. Someone like Zordon though has it be a massive problem. You can be exploited. And it's not a fight. There. See? You can use it. The super was cancelled into. So I was actually able to use it earlier in the attack. And since I have so much that I need to point out with Lothor, I am not being. And the match is going so fast, I can't actually even say everything. But yeah, the cancelling on his strike is not limited to his middle slot or his primary. It's not limited to it. He can, in fact, cancel into anything, and that includes the assist. They don't get special properties, but yeah, what's an easy way to show it? Let's use this block. Let's use this block. 1, 2. Look at that. You can use you can even use it on a block. Yeah, no, but I'm just gonna be activating. This is why I was fine to do that. Because you're thinking it's your turn. Yeah. It's just a form of special cancel. Like any other attack that can just be cancelled with an attack. That's all it is. Okay. Well, brute force. That's just gonna get you hit again. I'm just gonna have to get rid of the block. Because I want to show the... It's very easy to see whenever someone uses Heckle or his own assist. Really? Can we get a block from you? I mean, I accidentally answered that. I meant to say strike. Am I gonna get knocked out? Okay, go ahead. Press your super. You're not even in range. Okay, let's do that. 1, 2, Heckle! The animation looked like it just continued playing, but nothing actually happened. That's all it did. Nothing happened. But I think we're done here. That's 8 matches total. You either have the assist again, or you don't. But in this case, you don't. So, we're gonna blast you into the air. You can explode. Darken strike. 1, 2, 3, cancel! Basically, because I feel like the matches are way too short, I'm giving him 28 total fights. Which is both bad and good. Well, target strikes. Come on. There we go. And I don't think it can actually be used the way... Okay. In terms of the cancel on Darker Strikes, I don't think you can use it at all unless you land the attack. So, don't think you can actually just hit them twice and then just... Or rather, hit the air twice and then cancel into another attack just because you're still too far away from them. I don't think you can do that. So you don't have to worry about something weird happening. Well, here's the super. Let's see what you can do. We're going to end up in my face, but I'm going to dash forwards. Go back away. Yeah, no, that's on me. Good job. Let's see how soon you can activate your super. I'm sure you can... Oh, wow. Quite boring. He can't even land the hit. I don't know if it's just me, but the super has full of momentum, in my opinion. There's a slight bit of it there. It doesn't actually, but it feels like it has more range if you just add a slight bit of a dash right at the beginning. The dash cancel, and you will quite obviously see the difference. Well, anyway, here's the usual engagement combo. Darker Strikes, and there. This is what that other guy could have done. Start with the breaker, and then, yeah. We can see, though. Okay, wow. You're gonna even be able to knock me out. Who knows? You can activate the super. And you get the energy back. Yeah, no. Your fire is gone. Nick, you tried, but you were way too cautious. Now get kicked out. Though I may have swapped the assist, I don't think I'm gonna end up using him much. Though I do need to show some of the cancels to do with the primary strike. Okay. Well, it's still in the air. You have nothing but blocks and a breaker. So, Windwalker Rain. You're not escaping this one. So you can go to your corner. Darker Strikes. 1, 2, cancel. And up you go. What are we expecting? There's Nick. Away with you. Windwalker Rain. There we go. There's your assist. So, how about a car? Throw this at yourself. You either... Okay, fine. You're soon enough. Well, see the range? I added a dash, and it's basically caught out the rest of the distance. So, Windwalker Rain. You can't stop this one. You need a Nick. If I can get the perfect position to be in the middle of the arena, I can show the range of the super after one dash. That way, it actually works to an extent. Anyway, Target Strikes. Nope. Cancel. Into the air you go again. And we're back away. Ollie. Really? Okay. Into the corner. You can stay. And brute force. And no cancel. We sweep. You cancel. Windwalker Rain. No. Fine. Shattered Flight it is. Darken Strikes. And... Nope. Okay. Well, I failed that cancel. I haven't even showed the block yet. You know what? Next fight, we have to do it! And that's another Nick team. Well, if we can get the perfect lineup and the middle slot basically gets blocked off, well, we know what we can do. And that's on me for using the block too soon. Okay. Well, he's going to hit me with a... He's gonna fly! Well, he ran through my car anyway instead. That's on you. This is on you. Next time, learn to use your assist properly. If you're gonna spam them, at least know what they do. Shadow Flight. I can delay it. Because why not? I'm gonna wait. No? No assist? Not this time? Well, you don't have your super yet. No! You have a block. That's 100% a block in their primary. 1, 2, and great. I didn't get my own block. Throw. The fact that the big hit crit. Well, not this time. The worst part about it is the fact that if I don't actually fail my combos, I'm pretty sure they mostly get knocked down in one hit. Or at least a single combo. You're gonna strike again, aren't you? Nah. See that? If there was a big enough gap, I am 100% able to interrupt them. Coda is an example, and there might be another one with Xander. Well, there you go. And brute force. Not knocked out. I may have used that a little too soon. I need to get rid of it. There's my block. Out of the way. And now I just need to... I can't use the super. And here's the rapid punching block. There. That's all we needed to see. I've shown the other one. They have 3 different attacks. And that's Rancic. You know, these two very much don't look similar at all, but for some reason, someone is messing up their name. Very weird. But then again, I've messed up Gemma and Gia. They are very much not similar. Maybe Ziggy and Skull at the same time, but who knows. Anyway, you either get out of this or you get one shot. Possibly. Okay. That one is weird. I felt like I timed that right. Poke. Dodge. Come on, you had one job. You had one job. Instead of flying to the corner again. You gonna get a breaker, or do I have to hit you with a Shattering Flight? Okay, Darker Strikes. And cancel! There, they don't even get to land. They get punched instantly. That's what I'm referring to. Every button can be used to cancel after. So I do need to mention... right. So, I haven't really been cancelling after the second hits. But that's just because it's taking a damage loss. Most of the time when you would do that, it's mostly if you're trying to do something else out there. See? Even if I wanted to try it, I basically messed that one up. I actually wanted to try to land the Empowered Breaker after the second hit that time. I messed up the timing. But I'll use it here then. There you go. They're still in the air. Sometimes it might not be useful though. Well, that for the final team that really isn't gonna get used, it's just more Lothor. And we have Carter and Udana now. Up, Shattering Flight. Good. Good. Now I do have to... Can you use a Marks of Lights, please? There we go. Watch this. Ah, come on, that's on me. I mistimed it. I did not count properly. In fact, because of the way it works, you can actually use a breaker against Antonio's Marks of Lights. Is this really how you're gonna act? Listen, if you press that again, I am going to... Okay, well, we're fine. Sorry, Antonio, this match is over. You're going to your corner. Darker Strikes. Cancel. And up you go. And now you get punched. Sorry, but... I was about to do something way worse to you. You're lucky your suffering ended early. Okay, we don't have to worry. That's a full Zeo team, and... He should be... No, no, he's not! No, he's not! No, he's not! Oh, no. Okay. I am going to have to let him hit me with that block. I'm sorry, Adam. But this is completely undeserved. If you're gonna assist spam, it's gonna be deserved, though. Just be warned. So please. This is not gonna end well. That's all I can say. Okay, I need to let him hit. I need to let him land his block, please. Come on. Yeah, there's the problem! Adam's not okay. He does interrupts, you can just press the breaker, and that's a Lothor thing right now. Anyway, fix it! Lothor specifically eliminates anyone's usage of the ability to use their block attacks if they just do a simple interrupt. Ninja Tommy! Let's see who else. Vengex! Emilia! next one, I'm trying to think right now. There's a massive list. To what he said. Even Koda can be interrupted. He doesn't have a block. His break is just too slow with that gap. So, the only way to fix this is, one, first of all, that means any block, like, you know, a certain Aeon block, can dodge out of it. Alongside, well, Lothor's current issue, where I don't know why they even allow you to press your breaker at the same time when your strike can be special cancelled at any time with any move. You know, I haven't tested something, but I don't think it's real. I don't think it's gonna happen. Because what happens if you cancel into a different thing, like the assist after dodging strikes instead of your breaker? They might break the thing and actually keep your properties on the other things or not. But yeah. They basically just fix Lothor's issue. Well, that was pointless. I need to stand next to them if I want to get away with something. I guess. Well, not happening to you with that one. Players now. You can freeze. And now just back away. Nope. Okay, fine. I get it. I'm not a defender game. Because I lost the train of thought in the last match. Yeah. I don't know why they even allow his breakers. This is the first time a character's even allowed to press these buttons when they are already being hit. So, I don't know where the difference is. Because at that point, for some reason, it's acting like a block. Which is not great. It means they can cause something there. But you can cancel into anything, so... it's just an attack window. It's not really, it's nothing special. It's just an attack window. That's all it is. Really? Okay. Well, you're gonna go flying. Let's see if I can get away with a nice little 1, 2, freeze. See you there. I don't think Shattering Flight will be empowered though, so we'll be fine. No! I punch your head, you're trying to fly towards me. It's not gonna save you. If I can potentially land it, or rather land the strike into an assist, into a breaker instantly, maybe it'll do something unique. Yeah, sorry, Magna. Shattering Flight, you're a little too slow. We're gonna try that again, but I need you to be vulnerable to strikes. If you don't mind. That does not help. Yeah, come on. Get rid of the... Yeah, at least this is one of Lothor's weaknesses for whatever he's doing. Wait. So. Did it work? I don't think so. I think they're gone. You're flying towards me, and we punch. You don't even get the time to use your super, or rather your invincibility. And sadly, you get punched out by a brute force. Okay, well, he's got a defense. Well, I still can't do what I want to. Besides, I need my primary slot to agree with me. But you can see how you can just cancel into it. That's the whole thing. We're gonna use a rescue bird to stop that. And there goes the quick appearance. Don't do this. Why is this your behavior? Do you even continue? I don't think he does. No, okay. Okay. Fair enough. He kicked the assist, not the leader. It's similar to a projectile. It's a new thing entirely. There, you don't even get to land. In fact, maybe I should have just cancelled into the super from the second hit. Well, that's another defense. Though, I mean, we have to try it as best we can. There we go, we can send flying. Do a strike. Nope. I'm sorry, Vegex, you just had to be one of the victims. You're one of the victims. There, cancel, and no. It won't give it special properties, even though I use the assist. Maybe I have to do it on the second hit, though. Maybe then. I'm not gonna use the super. It's gonna terrify him, though, because he'll try to think I'm gonna use it every time. Can you leave, please? There we go. Okay, perfect. Okay, well, that's not useful to you. Once again, it's also not a 50-50. It's not a 50-50. There you go. See what I mean, though? Lothor did try to kick him, though, but his hitbox vanishes. But you can see what I mean. It can be cancelled into, and he still continues the animation. I have no clue what anime did, but I don't think they thought that one through. Good job on the design. It's another unique character, But the Darken Strikes is incredibly... Press the next... no, it says card. Yeah, it just says next card. Though it doesn't specifically say. And... nah, it says can be used to special cancel from. Incorrect. Every card, including blocks, including supers, including assists, can be cancelled. Because it's a window. An attack window. Any button can be pressed. This thing is the only one that doesn't get increased crit rate. If you want to know Shattering Flight and Windwalk Rain, get a 50% crit chance boost. I don't know why they don't want to mention it anyway, but it does. It gives you EP back and it changes the effect to a reverse launch and a launch. But it also gets increased damage as well, which is why we sometimes see Shattering Flight's last hit actually do way more than its display amount, because you kind of missed the first half of it, so they probably put all the damage there. Windwalk Rain, I'm not sure, but it does do a lot still. And Dark Eruption. Yeah, when you know how to use this character, he's broken. But when your opponent doesn't know how to use the character, most of the time they'll probably engage with the Breaker. Because he kind of has to do that. He either has Brute Force for a block and his primary slot's going to be blocked off. He spams the middle slot and he has basically 0 damage compared to a Lothor that knows how to use him. Insane amount of things Darken Strikes can do, and especially for 2.3 is nice. 2,397 damage for a 2 cost. Black Dragon has a 1,500 for a 3 cost. Ollie has a 3 cost for... how much damage? Was it 2.5? And that's a reverse launching Breaker. Yeah, there it is. So, a lot of characters have to be updated, especially since that 2 cost does more damage than most characters 50-50. Yep, Bracco Beatdown, Drastic Strike, 2 these 3 costs, look at this. And it doesn't even matter that he has a super mode. He doesn't get increased crit rate, he just gets a 50% damage boost. Nothing special about that. He doesn't even get faster dashes. This is not a 50-50, this is a 3 cost, and it does less damage. And we can go to Blake, still less damage. 3 cost. Yeah, and they're both legendaries. This 3 cost is also less damage. Yep. And we can actually, these two are comparable. Blake versus Lothor, both the same season, and the fact that Thunder Mode has a 13,000 EP combo in challenges to knock the opponent out. Prison Paralyzer, Super, Triple Tempest, Grand Slam, and Shock and Pinch. Yes, you can land that, you just have to recover energy after Triple Tempest, because Grand Slam is very fast because the lightning strikes. Yeah. Lothor, quite the addition. One of the characters that also, oh yeah, one more thing. Dark Eruption. Reduce the super gain. What even is... Listen, yeah. Anyway, if you even watch these, and if you even watch to the end of the videos. Seriously. This is why you are required to put a release on Casual Tuesday. Or rather, not a release. There needs to be a challenge that lets you actually test the characters. You aren't exactly you're not exactly playtesting every character down to the last detail. Especially since the fact that it's been well over long enough, it's almost the next character, and Lothor has not had a hot fix at all. You know, a thing that would be pretty useful when he's able to ignore your opponent's block if they don't actually cause a different effect than interrupt, where you can just press a breaker and punish them out of it. We just did that to Vengex, and we just did that to Adam. Why it's still going on, I have no clue. Until the other thing, Darken Strikes being able to cancel into any attack. That's just coding. Why Master Zed doesn't have it? I was about to say Lord Zed, but that one is a different character entirely. So I have to specifically say Lord or Master Zed now instead, because can't just say Zed because there's 2 of them. Master Zed has a dash type of input, so that's the difference. If he was an attack input, well, he would have the same issue. The exact same thing that is happening to Lothor. Special properties, but it still says card. It doesn't say next breaker or block anything of Lothor's kit. And the only way to get rid of this is, I don't know, that I'm not sure of. Maybe they can figure that out, or they just allow it. And yeah, here's the problem with that theory, though. I didn't use it in the challenges, but if you have no energy, Lothor has a taunt requirement. If you just use all your energy and use Darken Strikes. Same thing as if you were about to use your breaker at the 3rd hit, use the taunt. your energy will start recovering sooner, because you don't have to play through the animation of the last hit of the strike. That really depends though, if whether or not your enemies, whether or not you've gotten your super. The enemy probably is about to be knocked out by the time you need to do that. Many times probably when the opponent is reading you perfectly and you just manage to land a triple hit strike and your energy is about to recharge. That's the only scenario. And even then, it might not actually be as great. But anyway, if you guys enjoyed the video, please make sure to give it a like, comment if there is something I'd like to see, subscribe, and hit the notification bell, not missing anything, and your bonus code is in the description. Memberships are a thing you can become and have their first streams at the end of videos, receive the links or thumbnails, as well as join the Raven Ranger Alliance with priority. And also the next Prime Rangers video. Goodbye!